Today we're going to talk about how installing a laptop stand in my self-driving Tesla has led to millions in sales. First things first, you need a laptop. And this happens to be the cheapest MacBook Air that you could buy. It's $999, and I got this book case mostly because when I close it and I have it sitting here, nobody really, at least I think, feels tempted to break into my car because who wants to steal a book? Let's be real. So, the other thing that you need is you need a stand. The stand is a little bit tricky with the Tesla. The hard part is bolting it to the floor. With the Tesla, they go through the carpet and then through a layer of styrofoam, and if you go too far, you hit the batteries, which is a really, really bad idea. When you're putting bolts into styrofoam, you don't get any kind of grab. So what I had to do was, after I set those into the ground and kind of put all this carpet around it, you'll see here that I actually had to twist tie in and drill a hole through the side of this little, what's a drawer on the other side, to put the twist tie through and hold the arm into place. Now, the next most important thing for having an actual laptop in your car to have any of the benefits is you have to have an internet connection. And that is where I always have either my iPad or my iPhone with me. I pay for the personal hotspot service, and I simply personal hotspot with a Bluetooth connection over to the laptop, and I get pretty awesome connection speeds. Now, obviously, that takes a lot of power from not only your phone, but also having juice for your laptop. Now, here's the secret to charging my laptop. It's a little bit of a mess down here because I charge quite a few things, but I actually kind of twist tied, or I don't know what it's called, down here this power strip, and I charge my DSLR batteries here. I have my laptop charger plugged in here, and right now we're actually charging my drone battery because I always like to keep that thing charged. So we've got the power strip here, but you might be asking yourself, wait a minute, there's not a plug you can just plug a power strip into. Well, let me show you that. This right here, which I conveniently kind of slide down into this compartment here, is a power inverter. And you'll see that this is where my power strip is actually plugged into. I also give myself a couple more USB outlets here, and these charge a lot faster than the car USB ones do. So I got myself a USB-C here and my lightning charger. And then this whole contraption simply plugs through the cigarette lighter right into here. Now, it's a good idea to unplug that when you're getting out of the car so it doesn't kill the battery to your car. I've only had my car die once because of that, and it was because I probably kept it plugged in like that for 2 weeks, and I went on a vacation. Not a good idea. Now, call me crazy, but there are 2 extra things I added after doing this, and maybe it's just totally paranoid, but the extra $60 it cost me made sense to me, especially because, yes, I have a car seat back here, and I love my children. I put this within reach, and I'm trying to find a way to actually mount it so it doesn't roll around back there. But this is within reach of my driver's seat in case there were ever a fire or anything like that with the batteries while I was driving the car. I'd love to be able to rescue somebody who's strapped down, or if there's nobody back here, my Segway or Mater. Now, another thing that I did is in the front is I actually put another fire extinguisher at the front. So that way, if for whatever reason I can't get to the one in the back, or it's rolled around or whatever, I've got another one here. Emergency battery disconnect is right here. And so now I just feel like psychologically a little safer. Now, let's be real. While you're driving, you should always keep your hands on the wheel. It's a little bit tempting with autopilot to take your hands off the wheel and start playing on your computer. I never recommend doing this. It's against the law. You shouldn't do it. There is one big benefit I do see of this though. Now that we can message people with text messages from our laptops, let's say we had an emergency going on or whatever, and we're at a red light, which, come on, the average we're at a red light is about 20 seconds. It's not a lot of time. I want you to ask yourself, what is safer? Because we all know this happens. We all know those emergency texts come in, and you know you go up to the red light, and what do? You usually do this. Oh, crap. I don't want a cop to see me, and you got your head down, you're not paying attention to the road, you're looking down at your lap trying to hide your phone. What is probably faster and safer? And I personally think the speed of being able to two-handed type, which I can type without looking, is pretty epic. So now how has this helped me generate millions of dollars in sales? Well, it's very simple. Because this car is now a mobile office, always connected, and I'm not relying on stupid little iPhone apps where it's very difficult to write contracts, respond to complicated emails, add attachments, or do my job as a real estate broker, even if that means trading stocks or getting deals on investment properties or getting loans through or whatever. The fact that I am constantly connected puts me way above all of my competition in the real estate industry. Most people go see a house for sale, and what do they have to do? They find a house for sale, they find a good deal, all right, I'll head back to the office and write it up. Well, again, let's be real. You gotta head back to the office, you gotta go to the bathroom, you gotta get your coffee, you gotta get the computer booted up. This thing, it's always there. It's a cheap, basic laptop from Apple, and it makes my life so easy for making sure I can continue to make millions of dollars in sales.